Okay, good morning. June 2nd, 2021. Back at the Swan Drama Pond. And I'm here for the first time really in the morning. I wasn't able to come on June 1st, but hopefully my time lapse was able to capture any action throughout the day. It's still there. We have the male trumpeter swan right here. We have some Canadian geese over there. There's the Mercenganger family over there. Then here we have the male mute swan, and lo and behold, the two cygnets are still alive with the mama swan, the mama mute swan, over by the hill to the right of the hill. And the trumpeter swan, she's nesting on the island over there. The tree has a whole lot more leaves on it, so sometimes it's a little hard to see the nest, but she's nesting. And I was thinking it's about 3 weeks, a little over 3 weeks, those eggs should be hatching. And you wonder why these mute swans are still here. It's kind of crazy. There's a swallow. There's a couple swallows that I see, but I'm not sure about the trumpeter's strategy here. I mean, the male mute swan, he's got his wings arched, swimming towards the trumpeter here. Right there is like that part of the water right there is about 2 feet, 2.5 feet, I would imagine. Trumpeter should just go and attack them. Trumpeter should fly and go attack the mom, but the strategy is hard to figure out. I do have a pretty good time-lapse video from the other day. It picked up the action of how the cygnets actually hide when the trumpeter comes and attacks. It's pretty cool because like they hid like right in front of the camera. And even the trumpeter, when he was like fighting and biting with the mute swan right in front, the cygnet, I mean he couldn't see the cygnets, and the cygnets did not move or did not come out. They did a really good job of just hiding. But I'm going to be here for a little bit because I'm not going to walk over and change my time-lapse battery yet. We're supposed to get rain later this afternoon, throughout the night and into tomorrow, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to come back tomorrow. So hopefully the time-lapse will capture the afternoon today and into the whole day tomorrow. But thank you for watching the video. Hope you enjoy. They just been basically doing some feeding here. Trumpeter's been looking in the direction towards the female mute swan. I think he's going to take off eventually after her. Male mute swan really hasn't came close to the trumpeter. He's about maybe 25 feet away, was the closest. But I'm still surprised the trumpeter doesn't attack the male mute swan when he's in deeper water right there. But he's looking in that direction towards the female mute swan. There's the ducks down there, the Mercengangers. Looks like I count maybe 6 or 7 ducklings. There's about maybe 20 swallows flying around. But we'll see what happens. Now the trumpeter should be able to see the cygnets right now. The mom was moving to the left. The cygnets are right to the right there. He should go. But he stops. I can see the cygnets visible. He should be able to see them. From that angle, he should be able to see them. Trumpeter should just hang out in this area. See, the Mute Swan is the female Mute Swan. She's gone away from her cygnets. She wants to hopefully have the trumpeter chase her, not her cygnets. Cygnets are visible. I mean, they're not hiding in the grass. That's one of the best looks. Okay, now one disappears. One disappeared into the grass. Looks like there's about 3 or 4 mallards out there too, right by the hill. Maybe the eyesight of the trumpeter is not as good that he can't see the cygnets. One is still visible. See, the female, she's trying to move the trumpeter towards that direction. The one cygnet is still visible. Trumpeter should lunge right into that area. I mean, there could be some grass blocking his view, but I don't think so. If I can see it from this direction here, he should be able to see it. Female's moving further away from her cygnets. Even the male Mute Swan is moving towards the left. Now the one cygnet is going, cannot really see the trumpeter probably did not see the cygnets. The mom Mute Swan moving towards the cygnets again. Mute Swan making a grunting noise. Probably telling the cygnets to hide. Stay put. Trumpeter going in the wrong direction. I mean, I'm amazed that he did not see the cygnets. Perplexed and amazed. Now the thing with the female Mute Swan, I was reading up more about the molt. The females molt like in June. They usually molt typically 2 weeks after they nest and the eggs hatch. It's been going over 3 weeks now. That's why maybe some of her feathers are really roughed up in the back. You have the molt and you also have the trumpeters like attacking them. And the cob, the male is supposed to molt like in July. I'll be very surprised if the mutes are here in July. I can see one of the mutes. I can see the white of the mute. I mean the mute cygnet in the grass. Like, I don't like that area where they hide in the grass right there. I'd rather see them over more in the northern part. Trumpeter's looking right in that direction of where the cygnets are. I mean, the ducks are right in front of the cygnets actually feeding. The trumpeter is in between the two mute swans. I mean, I can see the cygnet now, and the trumpeter's moving in the other direction. Makes you wonder if they're really killers. I mean, it's going to be interesting when the trumpeter has their cygnets, and if the two mute swans are still here. What's going to happen to their cygnets? You think the mute swans are going to be, let them be? I mean, the ducks are feeding right by the cygnets. I mean, there's like 4 mallard ducks. I think there are 3 males and 1 female. It could be 4 males. But they're feeding right by the cygnets. And this one cygnet is visible. Eventually they get bigger. They'll be harder to hide. In previous days, I mean, they hide. You can't see them. When the trumpeter, this is the closest. I mean, the trumpeter, I mean, my angle is far away, but he must not be able to see them. There must be some grass like in front or something, but from this angle, I would believe that he has to see him. The male mute swan is the closest swan to the trumpeter. Trumpeter's on the left. Both mute swans have their wings arched. Again, the trumpeter swimming in the wrong direction. I mean, this is interesting behavior. Now he's swimming towards the island. There he goes back to the island. There goes the female mute swan back to her cygnets. Blowing opportunity. There goes the trumpeter flying in. The cygnets, he can see them. Wow, he's attacking the male. It's just crazy. But you gotta see his wings. His wings are to the side. He's very angry. When he puts his wings to the side, that's his intimidation. But now the cygnets, I can see the cygnets in the grass to the right. That's not their usual hiding spot. You can see them like towards the right. They're about
can I see a little white in there?
Yeah, they're about like 100 feet away from the hill to the right.
Yeah.
But you see the mute swans, they're taking the trumpeter into the other direction.
Yeah, they are.
And everything.
Look at this.
Now he goes after the female. That's the female right there.
I see that. And I tell you, have one other thing puzzles.
Oh, here's the female trumpeter. Watch her fly in momentarily.
Oh my gosh.
That's why he attacked.
They're not going to have a brood at this rate.
Yeah, I mean, the concern about her being off the nest for periods of time. But that's probably why he attacked. He probably communicated she's coming off the nest for her break or whatever. And now that's why he attacked. But see, I can see the cygnets. That's not their usual hiding spot. They usually hide over in the northern part or right in front of the hill.
Yeah, a little alcove. I've seen them go back in.
Now they're getting close to the cygnets. But no, they're still about 40 feet away from the cygnets. Yeah. Now the cygnets go a little bit they're hiding in the grass a little bit more. Female's still there. Now I think that's the male. But see, he's angry. He's got his wings to the side when here comes the female now.
Holy smoke, I haven't seen them fly. Oh my God.
You haven't seen that?
No.
Yeah, this is about the 4th or 5th time I've seen something like this.
It's like a reality.
But you see how close, now we can't see the cygnets. They hid in the grass.
Right, but tell me this. They did that a couple of days ago, the trumpeters. They stand and they extend their necks up and then they're trumpeting. They're doing a pairs thing.
They're just communicating with each other.
Yeah,
they're arguing with each other what to do.
Unbelievable.
But no, I mean, that's why I think like she was probably getting off the nest and he knew it and he went in for the attack.
You know what else I've seen? The one off the nest with the cygnets and one on the nest. I mean on this new makeshift.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
Oh yeah.
And why? Is that the male on the nest?
Yeah, that's his point. That's his guard point right there. One of it's like the second nest that he built. He also built a third nest.
Oh, yes.
so he can tell when the trumpeters are coming down. So he nests over there. At nighttime, they nest on the third nest more over this way, and then she hangs out like in the northern part, because like that part of the land kind of blocks the view and everything of the trumpeter. I mean, see, the mute swans are outsmarting these trumpeters. I mean, the cygnets are far away, and they're away from the cygnets, so they're taking the punishment right now. But
How long can that go on?
well,
The cygnets are going to be soon. They're already probably, what, 10 or 12 inches long.
yeah, they're going to get bigger.
Yeah, so they won't
This
get-
Saturday they will be 4 weeks old. In a few more days they'll be 4 weeks old.
And they can't hide when they get so much bigger.
No. So I mean, but you figure that when the cygnets of the trumpeters are going to be born, they're going to be these cygnets will be about 7 to 8 weeks old. So I mean, they're going to be much bigger.
I don't know. Oh, I've never heard so much trumpeting as this year. These mute swans.
Yeah, but the other day too, I call this like they lose the element of surprise. They had the male on the nest over there, the mute swan. The female was right there, but they're letting out hoots over there, like just fly in, don't honk, you know. But they're going in the direction maybe where they think the cygnets might be. I mean,
Well, they're smart enough to know they're somewhere.
yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, he was earlier, like 40 minutes ago. He was by himself here, and he had a view of the cygnets, and he didn't take the shot.
The trumpeter?
The trumpeter, the male trumpeter, had the view of the cygnets, and he did not take his shot. I mean, the cygnets were more towards the hill,
Yeah.
and you can see him a whole lot more, and he didn't take the shot. So here, they have no clue where those cygnets are.
It looks like it, but do you think that because the mutes are leading them in that direction, they figure out that they're here somewhere?
No, they won't be able to find them right now. They won't be able to find them. Those cygnets won't come out any time right now until they get bigger. I mean, when they're like 7 weeks, it's gonna be harder for them to hide.
Oh, yeah.
But now it's like the female mute swan should be in her molt right now. Her feathers are really roughed up in the back.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I'm surprised the trumpeter hasn't catched her. He's going after the male now. They should all gang up on one. That's my strategy.
Oh my God.
They had the male the other day, and the male, like I said, struggled to get to the island. I mean, struggled to get to the land, and he made it.
It's amazing to me he goes out where he's so vulnerable.
Well, they're smart now because they're not in deep water whatsoever. It's only a foot deep over
It's
there.
so shallow. About 3 years ago, the pond dried almost completely. It was a terrible drought. And I almost went down into it, but yeah, it's very shallow. Well, hey, how would you like to come and give a talk to the residents?
You know, maybe like in the fall, I'd be happy to do that. I'm traveling to the Philippines in July to be with my wife. So, you know, I'm keeping like, even though I'm fully vaccinated and stuff like that, but yeah, for sure, like, you know, maybe in the fall, or I can come and present some of my videos and just to talk.
Oh, they'd love it. They
Yeah.
really would.
And just their behavior and stuff.
Yeah, this year is so unique. This hasn't happened before. So it's just a constant show now.
It is. I mean, it's going to be remarkable if these cygnets survive. And
Well, you know, I figure because one day, 2 or 3 weeks ago, the pen was up on her nest. The 2 trumpeters were floating by right close, and the mute was
Yeah, I was there, like I told you, I was there the day they were born, and 3 different times in an hour they came up to the nest, right at the base of it, and did not like go after them.
Because then why would the mutes want to stay here?
And why would the trumpeters like waste all their time away from their nesting
it's
time?
As if they're confused. Well, you know, do you think this is the same pair that have been coming since we've been here?
No, well, I think this pair might, I mean, I have to check my records, but I think last time I looked, I think like in the past 10 years, there's been 3 different pairs here.
So has the pond been this big in those years?
It's dried up 1 year that I know of, like in 2013, it was like completely dry and everything. And but I would have to review my notes on that off the top of my head. But I know 1 year one of the adults, the male, was like killed somehow, and I mean, or it was a male and one of the juveniles disappeared in July sometime, and I don't know what happened to him. I mean, I walked all around and I couldn't find him and everything like that. So you know, so maybe that female got a new partner the following winter.
We've been here 5 years since the beginning when they opened.
Yeah.
So all we've ever seen till last fall, I saw a mute, and I was so puzzled. And then this spring they were the first to arrive.
Yeah, there's been mutes that have come here like in the winter time and in the fall, like on eBird. I've seen reports of that, but never nesting. Only in 2006 somebody reported a nest here. The Mute Swan. And the trumpeters have been coming here since somebody reported 2010. So, but for the last 10 years, it's just been trumpeter nesting, not the Mute Swans.
And since we came, that's what it is. Well.
Yeah, I have my time lapse. I don't think it's supposed to rain later today and into tomorrow. So I'm not sure if I don't think I'll be able to come tomorrow. We'll see. I mean, I've been getting my good exercise here. And, but. Yeah, for sure. But I'm hoping that they go, the Mute Swans, like, because I'm not sure if you go over by the other pavilion, you can see, like if you look at the hill, you can see my path, how I go up the tall grass, and there's a path to go up there now. You know, before it was just a small little animal path, but now like me walking it a number of times. So I'm hoping that the Mute Swans are smart enough they can go up it and go across the street to the other ponds. They can't. Well, 1 year, the trumpeters nested across the ponds over there. Then when the cygnets were about 4 weeks old, I believe, 4 or 5 weeks old, they walked them all across the road into this pond.
You know, we have friends here who know about Harper and Sile Church intersection.
Oh yeah.
And they say people have killed swans walking across the road.
Well, yeah, they
and cygnets.
Yeah, well, they lay on the side of the road, and they're off the road on the shoulder, and unfortunately, like 2 separate occasions, people have ran over them on purpose.
That's what these folks thought.
And so it is I mean, they had 8 cygnets this year, and they're still all alive right now. They're like 2 weeks old, if I'm not mistaken. So they're still alive. And there's another pond I haven't been to. It's over by Chelsea. They also had 8 cygnets, and that's but I never knew it was a trumpeter. It's like a little lake, so I've been meaning to go out there and check it out. Then where I live over in Plymouth Township in Wayne County, the trumpeters should be hatching at the end of the week, June 7th.
So they do stagger a lot. Yeah.
Well, my trumpeters have been at the nesting pond, same pair since 2010. Same pair. But they're like the only nesting pond in Wayne County. I don't know any other nesting pond in Wayne County for trumpeters.
How do you identify that they've been there for years? How do you ID them?
These guys are, they come to my neighbors. We have another pond by our house. Then their nesting pond is like 1 mile away from our house. So they come by in the fall and the springtime, and my neighbor feeds them corn.
Okay.
They're the same pair.
Look at this little gaggle of ducks. For Pete's sake. Wow.
Yeah, that's the Mersenganger. The common, the hoarded Mersenganger. But I haven't seen the male, just the female.
Well, I have to go. I don't know how this is going to be resolved, but can't the Trump...
The Trumpeters are close, but they're just doing some eating. They don't have the visual on the Cygnets. The Cygnets are basically straight ahead. They're to the Trumpeters' left. They're in that area of vicinity. The male Mute Swan got a little too close to the Trumpeter and he snapped at him. The female Mute Swan is to the left. She's trying to drive the Trumpeters away. That's what the male's trying to do too. He's trying to intimidate and tease. They know that they're close to the Cygnets. Trumpeters need to go and explore the shoreline. Temperature is about 68 degrees, 69 degrees. The wind is coming a little bit right now. I think in a few more hours we're going to get the rain. Both Trumpeters doing some feeding right now. Oh, you see that? See, the Mute Swan was trying to do a little feeding. He stuck his head in the water for a little bite of food. And the Trumpeter saw that. That's not good for the Mute Swan if he sticks his head in the water and the Trumpeter is allowed to pounce on him. That was an interesting attack right there. Trumpeter should go more towards the left. They've been down here for about 25 minutes or so. Female mute swan making some grunt noises. They're not comfortable with the trumpeters right here. Like I say, the cygnets are in a spot where I usually don't think they hide. Maybe they're a little bit more exposed. They're trying to get the trumpeters away from that area. But the trumpeters need to go straight back. Now there's 4 mallard ducks together, 4 males. Oh, the trumpeter got, oh, the mute was able to escape. You fly a little faster when you're being chased. Are they both going to go after the mute swan, the male? Looking at the shore, but they're going back to their eating. Male mute swan is cleaning himself a little bit. Female trying to look tough here. She's swimming in, but she stops. She was making some grunting noise, probably telling her mate to come over, which he does. Male trumpeter, or the trumpeter just looks around, looks at him, and he backs off. Looks at him again and he backs away. But the male mute swan doesn't get so close. Gets a little closer when he puts his head down to feed the trumpeter. See, I don't think, I think like those cygnets, like I can maybe, if I look at the direction, I can possibly, I mean, I don't have my binoculars, but I don't think there's that much tall grass where they're hiding right now, the cygnets. I don't think it's like an ideal situation for them. I'm thinking I see a little white in the grass back there. Trumpeters need to move a little bit to the left and about 10-12 feet more in. Yeah, I can see a little white in the grass. That's why the mama swan is like, she's a little concerned. Oh, you see that? See, she starts to fly towards the trumpeter and stops. That's it. She uses an intimidation tactic like that to get them away. It works. Because like I say, those cygnets are not hidden well. That was a good tactic by the mama mute swan there. Start to fly at the trumpeters but come up way short, but she did her job. She took the trumpeter away from where the cygnets are. Now the other trumpeter is going away too. They're both chasing. They were flying towards where the cygnets were, but the female mute swan stopped short. The male trumpeter right there has got his wings out. I believe that's the male trumpeter. See, he stops short. They stop short of these swans, the mute swan. Now they're going to be in the grass. She escapes around some grass. Now she's in taller grass back there. And she's able to escape. No damage done. Here comes the other trumpeter. Both of them coming at the same time. I have to give it up for the mute swans. They're outsmarting these trumpeters. I don't know why the mom's going back and towards the direction of the cygnets, but she's able to go around some grass and escape. Both trumpeters looking at the female mute swan now. The mute swans have a better strategy. They lure the trumpeters away from their cygnets. And trumpeters are not able to find the cygnets. Trumpeters are not employing the strategy of 2 against 1. See, now that's the male mute swan right there. And that water that he's swimming in, it's not that deep over there, but still, get him away from the shore. It was a killdeer that just flew by. We have a Canadian geese 5 right there. Here, maybe the trumpeters are going to head back to the island now. I've seen this before. They're heading back towards the direction of the island. Eventually those cygnets are going to get bigger, harder to hide. And like I said, the mute swans don't lunge or fight back. I mean, it was really good strategy of the female to fly and intimidate that way. The trumpeter ended up chasing that female mute swan. And they're heading back towards the island in that direction. The male mute swan is escorting them. Okay, so we have the 2 mute swans right there. The female is to the right. She's cleaning herself, and the male is to the left. Then over by the island, on the other side of the island, I don't think the mute swans can see, but the trumpeters are returned to the other side of the island. I believe the mom is back up on the nest, and the dad is still cleaning himself like on the other side of the island. But no sign of the cygnets. I believe the cygnets are to the right of mom there, about like 100 feet to the right of the hill basically. So I've been waiting for her to stop cleaning and get back in the water and go get the cygnets, see where they are. But interesting behavior. Okay, one of the cygnets popped out. Maybe mom called her. There's the other cygnet coming out. That's where I thought they were. They stayed there during the whole confrontation. So I think mom, she ended up making some type of call, and that's when they came out. Trumpeters are far away. Another missed opportunity. Well, I'm going to call it a day here. Cygnets are happy to be back with mom. Looks like they're doing some feeding in the water now. The one trumpeter is still not on the island, but I don't think he can see what's going on right now. But thank you for watching. Hope you enjoy the video. Have a good day. Okay, good afternoon. June 4th, 2021. Back at the Swan Drama Pond. It's right around 12 o'clock. Temperature is about 72 degrees, 73 degrees. There's the male trumpeter to the left and the male mute swan to the right. The female, this is like another nest that they built. It's like the fourth nest, I call it. But she's over there with the two cygnets are still alive. I wasn't able to come yesterday. Hopefully my time-lapse captured the video from yesterday. But boy, the time-lapse video on May 31st and on June 1st, they tell a great story. They tell like how the cygnets are able to evade the trumpeters. They show like how the trumpeters attack the adult mute swans. They show how the mute swans try to like bring the trumpeters away from the cygnets location. It's really interesting. But I am still surprised that these cygnets are still alive. But eventually they're going to be, like tomorrow is Saturday, so they'll be 4 weeks old come tomorrow. So the bigger they get, the easier they are to find. And today is June 4th, and I expect the mother to hatch the trumpeter. She's over on the island nesting. Her egg should hatch around June 23rd. So my goal right now is to change the battery in my time-lapse and my SD card. But it's right over by the hill there, right where the female mute swan is. But I'll have to wait until the trumpeter, see what he does. Because I won't go over there right now. But this trumpeter, it's still like very interesting behavior. Don't know why, like he just doesn't attack over there and stay over there. Eventually the mute cygnets have to come out. But he attacks the adults too. But the adults are not going to leave the pond, it seems, as long as their cygnets are still alive. Looks like we got a mallard down there with about 3 or 4 ducklings. There's some swallows flying around. But I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. It was interesting on the time-lapse video from June 1st. The cygnets like made a mistake. The trumpeter was attacking the mute swans, the parents, over by the hill there, and the cygnets came out. For whatever reason, they came out along the shore, and the trumpeter saw them, so he went right after the cygnets. But those cygnets are fast. They were able to get back into the tall grass, and each of them scattered in a different direction. So then the trumpeter, he couldn't find them. They escaped the trumpeter. Now see the male trumpeter, he's just moved out a little ways. He was close, he was over where the male mute swan was, but now he's moved back. I don't know if he's waiting for his partner to get off the nest and they're gonna do like a dual attack. But their strategy, it's a poor strategy. I mean, I give it up for the mute swans. They're doing the best they can to protect their family. Okay, I see the mute cygnets are out in the water, but the trumpeter is not looking in that direction. His head is towards the other way. You can totally see him in the water. Maybe the leg of the one cygnet is better now. But they're a little far out from mom. They're about 12 feet away from mom. But it's still, he's not looking in that direction. He's looking in the opposite direction. Now he turns around. Something in the water disturbed him. Now he's looking. He must see the cygnets. He must see them right now. It's a matter of him taking off. I mean, he must see them. Now the mom mute swan gets into the water. I mean, he has to see him. There's a bunch of ducks out there. Holy cow. there's a large number of goslings out there. It could be the mallards that I've seen before. But the trumpeter's swimming right by them. They're not scared of the trumpeter. He lost his opportunity. The cygnets are right by the shore right now. Now the male mute swan comes with his intimidation. Wow. Trumpeter should fly in. He's got the wind behind him. Maybe he's waiting for his partner to come down and they'll do like another dual attack. Now the cygnets are right out in front of the tall grass. Mom is a good 100 feet away. Don't know why this trumpeter doesn't take this opportunity to fly in, land on the shore, search and destroy. Now the trumpeter, up, he turned and looked in this direction, came a little bit closer, but it's going the opposite way. But I've known he has flown like in a different direction, and he has come and dive bombed the family before, so he could be doing that. Fly towards the left, do a circle, then come back with speed. Yeah, the male trumpeter is heading back to the island, on the south side of the island. The two mute swans are a good distance away from their cygnets. Cygnets are just keeping to the shoreline. I don't think the cygnets could be out there where the parents are. Definitely would not be a safe situation for them. Okay, able to change the time lapse. I'm using the GoPro 8. I don't think my GoPro 7 is that good. I'm not sure if it taped that enough of the time lapse. I think it has some problems. But that's the male mute swan right there. We have the two cygnets right over here. And we got the mom mute swan over to the left there. Too bad I did not have like a long net. I could capture these cygnets right here. The trumpeters are on the island. The one cygnet in the back is just using one foot. So it looks like he has an injured foot. But I'm gonna go back up. Well, it's just a short visit today, so really no action that I've seen live. But the Mute Swan family is still surviving. Have to come back tomorrow. It'll be the 4-week birthday celebration of these 2 Cygnet swans. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching.